bit of chocolate, coffee, amaretto, cream, all definitive flavours. All completely separate, all alive, all kicking, absolutely glorious.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
The 3 remaining contestants now face their most advanced cooking challenge yet. They have an hour and 20 minutes to produce a 3-course meal that they've designed themselves. The standards expected at this stage are at a much higher level. The smallest of errors could cost them the competition. Home cook Julia has a menu that's true to her roots. She's hoping to win with what she does best.
Julia, you're through. Semi-final place up for grabs. Excited?
Very, very excited.
And the dishes that could possibly see you go through are?
I'm going to be making potato and pesto soup for my starter, and then I'm making a cauliflower and broccoli cheese tart, and then some lemon cheesecake for dessert.
Wow. So we are devoid of meat and fish here, aren't we?
Yes. Basically, I want to, again, cook what I like to eat and what I cook at home. As I say, I don't do a lot of meat, and I just feel that I wouldn't do myself justice as in cooking meat, because it's not something that I particularly enjoy eating.
I think it's brave, I think it's really clever, and actually she's saying, that is my style, definitive.
Baked cheesecake, very good, right up my alley. I can see that working very well. The cauliflower and cheese tart as the main course, that's where it's all falling down.
The first 15 minutes have gone already.
Hannah is determined to master some complex processes in her very inventive menu.
Hannah, your 3 courses?
I'm making you a chilled tomato soup, followed by pot roasted pork and red cabbage, and tiramisu.
Wow. Hannah, you are in bits today. I've got to say, you're really nervous.
I've given myself too much to do today. I've bitten off more than I can chew.
Hannah, do you have anything to fear from the other 2 quarterfinals? Without blowing your own trumpet.
I'd like to think I'm a bit different. If I manage to achieve what I've cooked today, then I think I'll have achieved an awful lot.
Could be yours if you can calm yourself down.
Yes, I shall try.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So-called tiramisu. She's made little chocolate cupcakes with Toblerone in the centre of them, then layered it with mascarpone, amaretto and coffee. Look at your face. Look at your face.
Hannah's 3 courses are just fantastic. Hannah's biggest problem now is timing.
You have 20 minutes left.
Hayley wants to prove she's more than a dinner party cook, with dishes that combine creative ideas and technical skill.
Hayley.
Hello.
That looks great.
Thank you.
You are a happy cook.
I am.
And tell us about what this happy cook's going to make us today.
I'm going to make a scallop lasagna with caramelised leeks and a lemon butter sauce. A rack of lamb with shallots and dauphinoise potatoes, and then a mango fall for dessert.
Hayley, is there enough liquid from the shallot and the beetroot to make like a sauce for our lamb?
There will be a lot of sauce with the shallots, but it's not something that's going to overpower over the whole dish.
Hayley?
Yes?
Can you win?
Yes.
Can you?
I can.
I think that starter sounds sublime. Pasta, scallops, caramelised leeks, yes, yes, really.
I know you love puddings, but mango full?
We've got 2 minutes! 2 minutes!
Everything rides on their final dishes. Only one of them can go on to become a semi-finalist.
That's it, last touch, finished.
Julia's first course is potato and pesto soup with pasta.
Rich and creamy potato soup, really well seasoned. I like the flavour of the pesto, there's not a huge amount. Pasta for me in this soup is very unusual. I wouldn't spit it out, but I can't right now say I'd fall in love with it or be tempted to do it.
Can Julia win the judges over with her broccoli and cauliflower cheese tart?
Really good crumbly pastry. Well flavoured, well seasoned sauce. The cauliflower is cooked really nicely. The broccoli's slightly over. Is this enough as a main course?
I was kind of looking at it as a 3-course. So again, I knew that was going to be really heavy, so I didn't want to do too much.
Creamy, slightly cheesy. Cauliflower hasn't got a great deal of flavour.
Can Julia's final dish of baked lemon cheesecake with raspberries tip the balance for her?
The flavours are great. We have a problem in the fact that it's not cool. We've got a warm environment, it won't set, and this is where your problem at falling over like that, isn't it?
The ginger biscuit, that's the first thing you get. Light, crunch, very good indeed.
I do cook with ingredients that I would use at home and that I can afford at home, and I was a bit worried that was obviously sort of be a disadvantage, but I hope that the fact that what I did with them was enough to impress the judges.
Hannah has made a starter of chilled tomato water, a very technically difficult process.
It's taste of tomatoes, sweet tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. It's really important here that people understand that in there, in those 2 thimblefuls of juice,
About a kilo of tomatoes.
is about a kilo of tomatoes.
Let's have a go. I think the flavours are divine. It's concentrated tomato without the tomato stickiness and thickness. It's quite delicious. Quite delicious.
Hannah's main course is aromatic pot-roasted pork with red cabbage and apple.
Sweet from the brown sugar, very sweet. Star anise, the pork's a little bit dry, but not too dry. And then the crunch of the apples and the cabbage together. Quite a lot of salt in there, very salty.
Heavily perfumed, heavily spiced. You do love to pack in your flavourings. You've probably got a better knowledge of flavourings than most contestants we have. I'd like to see you pull back a little bit.
All Hannah's hopes are now riding on her tiramisu.
Bit of chocolate, coffee, amaretto, cream, all definitive flavours. All completely separate, all alive, all kicking, absolutely glorious.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Deep, rich. That's very good, Hannah. That's very good indeed. I mean, you know, I defy anybody not to like that. That's a real crowd pleaser.
I so wanted to impress them today and not let them down because, you know, I think they were complimentary last time about the things I did, and it's trying to find a balance between doing enough to impress them but not doing enough to kill yourself in the process.
For her starter, Hayley has made homemade lasagna with scallops, caramelised leeks and a lemon butter sauce.
The pasta's very well cooked. Very well cooked. So you get that as a bit of body. Sweet, perfectly good scallops. Little bit of hints of lemon through the butter. That is much lighter than it looks and absolutely scrummy.
Thank you.
Rich, salty scallops, sealed well, cooked perfectly. Without the pasta, it'd be glorious. With the pasta, it's absolutely fabulous.
Can Hayley reach the same heights with her rack of lamb, dauphinoise potatoes and shallots in beetroot juice?
The whole thing is absolutely screaming out for something wet. The potatoes aren't soft enough. They still got that consistency where they're soaking up moisture. The whole thing's not soft.
The seasoning is right. Technically, it's absolutely right. But the things like the onions and the lamb are overcooked and your potatoes are undercooked.
Will Hayley's mango fool bring the judges back on side?
Nice, lovely, ripe bits of fragrant mango and the juice running through the cream. It does exactly what it says on the tin.
it's soft, it's got the mango in it. It's crying out right now for me to get something else with it.
I don't think that I did any worse or any better than anybody else. I think it's a real close call.